Today we're here with
Alex and Alex, actually. So we have Alex Dermody and Alex Hyde here with us today, both senior boarders.
and they're all raised in Presley, and they just so happen to be roommates.
And track and field stars. We got a little comment app going with track and field.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Stars. yeah. We'll get back to that.
And they're both from Charlotte, North Carolina. And they went on a month-long road trip with their best friend and shared everything on an Instagram account called 3 Guys, 1 Car.
All right, so guys, we understand that you had a very interesting summer. And, just give us a small summary right now of who you were with and what happened there.
So, yeah, quick summary was we went with David Sabo. For those of y'all who don't know him, he's McCallie legend.
Goat, actually.
Not to do too much.
Yeah. Not to do too much.
But yeah, he's also our friend from Charlotte, and we started the road trip because every break we drive home together because we all just carpool, and we had so much fun doing that. We were just like, yeah, what if we start on this, what if we did this for like a month? And that's how the idea got started. And you can talk more about the route.
Yeah, we started off going down to Atlanta with our good friend Josh Ellsworth, and then we also got to talk to Gabe's parents as well, which was awesome. Then we went down to New Orleans for 4th of July, saw those fireworks. That was really cool. Yeah. Went to Fort Worth, Texas. That was our first night of camping. Very humid, very hot in the tent. Made it very hard to sleep. That was probably one of our most difficult nights. But we got through it. Then went to Amarillo, Texas, saw the Palo Duro Canyon. Then we drove all the way to the Grand Canyon, which was a lot better. And then Zion, our second national park. That was also pretty difficult because it got up to, I think, 113 in the middle of the day. And then at night, it was still 90 degrees. So
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
But then we went to, we had a nice break in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. We went to a really nice restaurant. AD's parents paid for it. That was incredibly nice. And then out of Las Vegas, we stayed with Oliver Moore's parents in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And that was really nice of them.
Yeah, look at the highlight of the trip. I followed the Instagram, and that was when most of the Instagram posts got posted. But I guess y'all in the wilderness for most of it, so I'd expect when you're in Las Vegas, everything gets updated. But no, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, basically. So when we were out in the national parks and camping, there was very minimal cell coverage, so it made it really hard to post. But that was also really nice as well because then we weren't on our phones as much, and we were actually embracing the environment. But it was nice to have that little break in San Francisco.
Yeah. Sounds like a very eventful trip.
True.
But since we have Alex and Alex here today, we're going to play a little game called Who's More Likely To.
Yeah. So, we're going to go back and forth with some questions. And, we're going to give both of you the chance to say who's most likely to do this or that. Okay. All right. So we're going to go with AD and Alex Hyde so that the viewers can tell the difference. Okay. So if it's AD, you get it. All right. Right. You got first question.
Between us, he's more likely to do it?
Yeah. Between you two.
But yeah. All right. So who's more likely to get in trouble?
Surely you, right? I gotta go Alex Hyde on this. Because we went to middle school together.
He's been a rebel from young. Oh, wow.
He pretends to be all nonchalant now. In middle school, troublemaker every time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, to speak on that, there were some instances where I was kicked out of the classroom. So I might have to vote me on this.
All right, so I guess we could tell the teacher's pet and the class count from the two.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. All right, next question. I know you guys spent a month together, but you're also roommates. So who's most likely to sleep past their alarm?
Dude, it's you. You sleep on okay.
Yeah, on the road trip, when I was driving, man, you get so tired, bro. You get so sleepy.
And then you stop your alarm in the morning to go sleep on the couch.
Yeah. I also sleep on the top bunk, so Hyde has to turn off my alarm for me.
Exactly. So it's both of our faults. I turn off the alarm and then we both forget about it.
Answer is me though.
All right, this one is a bit of a curveball. So, who's more likely to win in a hot dog eating contest?
Between you
It's
both.
gotta be Hyde. It's gotta be Hyde. For obvious reasons.
Where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? This is uncalled for.
It's really not me.
Why is it not you? Why is it not you?
I just don't have the build for it. You gotta.
Bro called the big back. Bro
Yeah,
called the
you,
big
you
back.
probably just wanted more too.
Wow.
That's true. I have a better.
respect.
I want to win more. I want to win more.
And I respect that.
Competitive drive.
Lizzie
I can't
Gobbler.
compete with
Glizzy Goblin. Nah. But okay, so
That's on the air forever. Forever.
but the next question is who's most likely to forget the other's birthday? Like wake up on the day and just be like,
Hyde
"Oh,
has,
it's your
Hyde
birthday."
has like a Rain Man memory. Like when we were doing the road trip, he could like he remembered the entire route. He knows all of our birthdays, and I gotta write down. I have everything in my notes app.
There you go.
I
That's
have it in my notes app.
that's real.
That's true. No, I'm not writing
Plus, Snapchat lets me know. So
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so who's more likely to binge watch an entire show in one day?
Oh,
that.
Lucky we did that together. Like during the road trip, like season 4 of The Boys came out.
Oh, yeah.
We just
yeah,
sat in
yeah.
Ollie's basement and like we had been camping so long, we just kind of brain rotted in like the basement and watched The Boys.
Yeah, that's definitely a joint answer on that. That's definitely both of us.
yeah.
Yeah, The Boys is a top tier show.
Yeah.
Like for real.
I mean, after camera for so long, I would I would sit down and just kind of get back into just relax after being in the wilderness for so long, kind of. So
It's
Yeah.
not a very relaxing show.
yeah, no, but like in the basement, just like
Yeah, that's
chilling out. Yeah,
It's definitely a different show. It's very interesting.
we're not telling you to go watch The Boys now, viewers. Just Alex and Alex, they got it done, but we'll we'll go past that. But no, I'm glad we played that game. I think we can say it's safe to say you guys know each other pretty well.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So now we want to take a deeper dive into, some other questions. So one of the most interesting things about your trip was that every place y'all went to, you interviewed people to hear their stories. Why did you guys decide to do this? And what's the most interesting thing that you guys heard from someone that stuck with you all throughout the entire trip?
I think I'll say.
Yeah, well,
What?
let's just talk about our favorite interviews.
Yeah, I think my favorite interview was surprisingly the guy's name was Alex. He
Alex is
was
just calling him.
Alex is just the best.
Yeah.
He was from he was Filipino, but we met him on like a beach in San Francisco, and I can't remember the question, but his answer was really good. I think our question had something to do with beauty, like what
something beautiful?
what makes something beautiful, and his answer was, as long as you have the right perspective, anything can be beautiful. It just depends on like how you look at it, and I thought that was really profound.
It's deep.
And
for
I still think about it today, just like depending on your perspective and like what you like your current mood as well. Like anything can be beautiful. You just gotta find the meaning in it. I thought that was really awesome.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's really good. You can just coming in contact with him on the beach as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one was so pretty because there's like sunset behind him, so
Yeah.
he looks like hella profound.
Yeah.
My favorite was when we were in California. Do you remember the guy's name? It was like Brown something, Mr. Brown.
That was his last name was Brown.
Jalen? I don't know. It was the one in California. It was not the girl with pink hair. It was the other one. But yeah, his was definitely my favorite. His whole like question was, I was like, if you could give any advice to your younger self, what would it be? And his was just to be like your truest self from the get-go, because the weird person who you try to hide now is just who you're going to end up becoming anyways. Like you can't do anything to stop that. So like just embrace that. Like that's what all these artists do, like Tyler the Creator, Childish Gambino. Like they just be their own like weird selves and people love it. And
Yeah.
it's the same for us too.
Yeah.
Like you can't stop it. So just be who you're going to be.
Yep.
That's what's up. You guys definitely are gonna have some great stories to tell your kids.
True.
I mean, seriously.
We only did it for the dad lore.
Yeah.
That's on Instagram.
No. But another big thing, I would actually follow Instagram. But in your personal opinion, like you went to how many states again?
It was 19.
Okay, 19 states. And what was your favorite place? Like, when you got there, it was something that you'd never experienced before. Like you guys were completely blown away by it. and you know, just meant a little more. You know.
Oliver Moore is never going to shut up about this, but it's got to be California.
Yeah.
California was so cool. I thought it was like, coming from the South, I thought it was going to be kind of like California, I guess. But no, it was so much fun. Like, we went to Chinatown, like, we took the subway everywhere, like, we walked. Then we got to go, like, boogie boarding in the Pacific, like, Cali surfer vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, California was so much fun. And the weather was like 72.
Oh.
That's what's up.
I'll switch it up though, and I'll talk about just Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons.
Yeah.
I thought one of the coolest things there is you're not there just for the landscape, and it is beautiful. You're also there because that's one of the areas where there's a lot of animals.
Yeah.
We could have seen a bear, but we didn't, and that's probably a good thing. But we did see like multiple.
Help the bear.
We saw really big bison, and I thought that was one of the coolest parts of the trip. Is like, you see pictures of like bison online, but like they are like massive, but they're also like majestic and very peaceful. Like they don't make a lot of noise. Like they're not like roaring like a bear, but they're just like minding their own business, eating grass. But they're, they could flip over your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was like really, really cool just to experience that.
Did you
up close.
guys see that video of that guy riding a bison? It went viral on
I saw it on
Instagram.
Instagram. He was just
Yeah.
riding the bison, like
Like,
everyone
he
was in
just-
the comments calling him like Aang, the Avatar.
Yeah, like he just
just like it looked natural too.
yeah.
It's gonna be the most American thing ever.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
But no, when I watched and saw those pictures, it kind of like it made me a little jealous because I can imagine being there like away from your phones, like you spoke about, and just being kind of taken away by not just the environment but like animals and how you're just in their habitat now. So that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I've never been to Cali either, so you know, that's something I gotta take your word for it.
I got a question. How did you guys distribute the driving?
Yeah. We already talked about
mean,
AD
it's-
falling asleep a lot.
That's third leg.
We talk about it thoroughly. No, it was just simple mathematics. We were like, okay, today's drive is going to be 11 hours, and then we just divide that by 3.
Yep.
But definitely it did not work some of the time, or I should say most of the time, because there were just certain places you didn't want to stop.
Yeah.
Like, there wouldn't be a gas station for like 50 miles, and you're just not going to stop in that dead zone.
Yeah.
So someone that was currently driving, they would drive a little bit longer until the next gas station.
Yeah.
I remember that from going like to Amarillo, Texas, all the way to the Grand Canyon. I think that was our longest drive. But we wanted to stop in Albuquerque because we wanted to go there. And I don't remember who was driving, but they had to drive a little bit longer just to get to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Because there are, especially out west, there are dead zones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You will not
Yeah.
find civilization for
Yeah.
like
For a long
many
time.
miles.
Yeah. But who was MVP driver? Who
Yeah.
took the reins?
Well, I
and-
mean, I don't want to say me, but
No. It was neither of us. It was David Sabo.
yeah, yeah.
Plus-
the goat. And it was his car.
It was
actually.
his car.
Yeah.
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 Unfair
So
advantage.
his car got the miles on it.
Yeah.
Got the journey on it. Yeah.
Unfair advantage.
I would not have done it with my car.
Yeah. But talking about the car, did the car have any problems? Like,
I mean, like, did you
Function-wise?
guys do a huge maintenance
Yeah,
check on
yeah.
it or something?
So the car actually worked like incredibly well.
Wow.
It was actually really surprising. But I think right before we went on the trip, there was some maintenance.
On the
like with the
tires.
tires. Yeah, the tires.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got oil changed. We did all that. Then we got like a marker so we could put like our Venmo on the back.
yeah.
Did
yeah.
anybody actually Venmo you?
Nah. Actually, there was one lady who did. Then like we put our Instagram on the back too, and we realized that was like a bad idea because bros kept like DMing us like, oh, I just saw your car.
Yeah. It
Are
was.
you guys camping here?
No.
No.
That's crazy.
I think part of the problem was that we had the route posted on the Instagram. So I
People
think it
knew.
was specifically in the Grand Canyon. Like there was like a parking lot or something. And someone commented on our Instagram post saying, "We just saw you in the Grand Canyon parking lot." It's like a little stalker.
But did you
Yeah.
get recognized by anyone from this, or was it just
Oh, yeah.
like?
One lady came up to us and she was like, I swear I've heard of 3 guys, 1 car. I'm like, man, I think you're thinking of something else. Because we had like 100 followers. So she was like, no, it sounds so familiar. And I was like, yo, that's so like,
Well, I think you guys take the credit for it. You're superstars. You're
Oh, yeah.
famous.
Well, there was let's see, I think it was Palo Duro Canyon where there was like no cell coverage, and that's where we met the lady, and so we didn't have our phones for like I think either a day or just a couple of hours. So we were joking, thinking like, imagine we blew up, imagine we were at a million followers in just one day, and she already knows about us, so
That's funny.
Yeah. But no, talking about now after this amazing summer, you come back and our Presley RAs now. And
Oh, yeah.
For our viewers that don't know, the Presley dorm is all freshmen. So these guys are taking their senior year, and instead of living with other seniors or juniors who are like kind of in their friend group, they're moving in with guys that are just starting their McCallie career.
Yeah.
So,
It's a big job, too. I mean, seriously. You
Yeah.
guys got some hours that you put in every night.
yeah.
Like, seriously.
Marvin does it too. Like, it's not, it sounds like he don't do
But
it.
I spent my summer at home. Like I didn't take a month road trip and then stay home for 3 days and then come right back. So I mean, you guys have it a lot harder than me for sure. So did you know you were going to be Presley RAs? Like what was the real like defining factor for you guys to be RAs? I know AD lived in the dorm freshman year, but for you, Alex Hyde, like you didn't spend the freshman year with us. So what really inclined both of you having different like kind of paths to it to want to be Presley RAs?
yeah. So let's see. I coming sophomore year, like it was difficult, finding my footing. What eventually helped me is like people reaching out to me and talking to me and being like, hey, we should go out to cookout or something. And I thought that was really special. And that made an impact on me. So when I had the choice to become a Presley RA, like, flip the script, I'm now one of those older guys offering to like the freshmen. I thought, I could, that would be a really good opportunity, not just for me, but like I could give back to the community. I could be the guy to be like, hey, how are you doing today? Like, oh, you're not feeling so well? Like, let's go out. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I think that's just really special, and I wanted to give back. I'm very grateful for being chosen.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
And for me, similar. Like I saw the RAs last year, like the Josh, Nick, Gabe group, and they had like such a big like impact on their freshmen.
Yep.
That I don't know. I wanted to do that too. Like seeing what they did kind of inspired me to do it.
Yep.
Even the way that the freshman class like spoke. Like,
Yeah.
They even had an effect on their language.
Appreciate
like,
them a lot, especially when they graduate. I remember, like, at graduation, you see freshmen, like, hugging them, looking like, they had just lost, like, a loved one, And, I think that was a big thing for me, too. Like, I want to have an impact, like, when I graduate. It's like, not just my parents who are excited that, I finished McCallie, but, freshmen that are going to miss me. I think that's the biggest thing, like, just kind of put in my little 2 cents into their life, and their journey that they're going to have,
Yeah. What are some of the challenges you guys face being an RA?
Hardest part of being a RA is probably like, I don't know, like you're like on duty like all the time. So like
Yeah.
you just gotta like watch what you say like all the time. Like you can't say anything like crazy if you're on a tornado talk. You can't do like if you're like sitting in the dining hall like with your friends, like you still gotta like keep it down,
Yeah. For me, I think it's especially hard this first semester because college applications and everything, and then everything that comes along with senior year, just more responsibility, leadership roles in like clubs and everything. So I think one of the hardest things is like sacrificing enough time to make every freshman like seen and heard. Like I think that's the most difficult part of this job.
Yeah.
Is making sure that you have enough time at the end of the day or at the start of the day to talk to the freshmen and see how they're doing.
Yeah.
Even though you got a lot of stuff on your plate as well.
True.
Yeah. So what would you guys say? What's one thing you discovered about yourself being a Presley RA?
Yeah, I mean, you had a month-long road trip to discover things about, like, you guys living. But now coming back to, quote-unquote, civilization, but being, like, senior members in the dorm and, like, actually impacting these fresmen's lives. Like, what have you learned from yourself, like, in a leadership standpoint, something like that?
Definitely that I don't have as much patience as I should.
Yeah.
It seems like all the freshmen, like they all have questions that they really want to be answered.
Yeah.
And it's like I only have the patience for like a couple of questions, and if that just happened like throughout the day, 24/7, it's like I can't answer every question. Like
And some of them might even become repetitive. It's kind of
Yeah.
But yeah, patience is a virtue, and I definitely need to work on that.
Yeah, for me, just same thing as Hyde.
Yeah. But I know Noah can speak to that, being working at the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
just
I
coming in
mean,
contact with all these kids.
It's much smaller children, all different walks of life. I mean, I don't know a lot of their home situations, but it's hard, to be understanding with each and every kid.
Yeah.
So I can definitely understand.
Yeah.
And I also feel like you guys always have to be on your best behavior. Because I feel like, the freshmen are always looking up to you guys, seeing what you guys are doing. And then you guys are really role models to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that you saying that, like, it comes with a crazy like in between, because we have to dance between the line of being like bigger brothers, friends, and also like a teacher, like quote unquote teacher figure.
Yeah.
So like doing that and also like keeping them where it's like they feel comfortable to speak to us is really hard. So
Yeah.
I mean, patience is a big thing, because if you lose that really quickly, it's just like, oh boy, like they're gonna be like, oh, this guy is a hothead, So I feel like patience is something that we all can work on. I can attest to it. It's something that when I hear a question again, I'm like, boy, especially when I finish practice, I'm like, oh, here we go again, So it's really cool. But yeah, patience is a really good virtue. I like that answer for sure.
It's really been great hearing about you guys, your experience as Presley RAs. But now we want to play a game called Guess That Teacher.
Sir.
So if you want to give them the first hint.
Yeah, so this game is like we're going to give you a few hints about a teacher that we know you've come in contact with. They do not know, for all the listeners, they do not know the teacher prior to this, so they'll just be going off of these questions. So
Yeah.
the first hint is he has run 2 marathons.
So it's either Nelly, Stoker, or O'Neal, or some like crazy pick like Mr. Austin would have done that. I promise you.
We don't know.
Yeah.
All right, the second hint, his great-great-great-grandfather was the founder of Gettysburg.
What is the founder of Gettysburg? Like the town?
That's
That's what the question's up.
The founder of Gettysburg.
We'll give you another one to help you out.
Is their last name Gettysburg?
nah.
No, his father attended McCallie for three weeks in the 8th grade.
Oh, only 3?
Only 3 weeks.
And then
We don't
got,
know what
like,
happened, but 3 weeks in the 8th
talking
grade.
like these hints gonna give it away immediately.
He is the one who sent these in. I feel like he thought you guys knew him a little better. It looks like we're having a little.
Dad was McCallie for 3 weeks.
I think definitely this might mean that maybe he's a troublemaker if only 3 weeks. That's what I'm thinking. So definitely.
Let's not forget he's your teacher. You better stop talking about his
I
dad.
feel
You're
like
talking about his dad, and he's your teacher. The next grade might have a little smiley face saying, "My dad did this grade."
Seriously.
Yeah.
And then as a 6th, 7th, and 8th grader, he played the trumpet in his high school's marching band. Are you guys getting any idea here?
Who?
Oh, look,
Nelly doesn't play the trumpet, so
no one we know plays the trumpet, bro.
we don't know. O'Neal. O'Neal could play something random.
I'm between O'Neal, Stoker, and Nelly. It's one of those 3. It's gotta be one of those.
Well, we have one more.
gotta
Going
be
back
one
to his great grandfather.
Oh,
he was the mayor of Chattanooga. So there's no way he hasn't spoken about this in class. I feel like this would be something like.
But if we haven't had, we've had his class.
Oh,
look,
I'm giving
Doc,
too much hints.
Doc, bro.
Is it Doc Ritchie?
Surely it's Doc, because he also does the cross country stuff.
Shoot,
And he's the one who.
All right, we got something that will
American history
really give it away. And
Or let's
No
say
one we've said so far.
he and his wife work here.
yes, that's a good one. He's very influential when it comes to like being a guy you can speak to. His class is something that's like kind of captivating.
He's very well known
Very
in
well
his
known.
subject.
Yes.
stuff. And his wife works here.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't have a wife.
Mr.
This guy, like, you guys both.
I think the
an
marathon,
interesting
the
fact.
marathon thing is throwing us off.
No, there's an interesting fact that I know about these guys' phones. I think I remember. You switched it to a certain language.
Is it Tigre? No, Paco. It's Paco.
Switch his phone.
You switched your phone to a different
Paco.
language last year to
It's
help
Paco.
with.
He probably did. He probably ran a marathon sometime. And Miss Watkins works here.
Yeah, she does. And the tutoring center.
All right, so let's get our final
Are you
answers
sure?
in.
Are we-
Are you
this your
sure?
final
You're
guess?
locking in.
Paco also plays instruments too. So
We
I'm-
actually have a very good record of our guests getting it right. So if you're wrong, you might be the first one for me and Noah to be
Yeah.
wrong. So make sure this answer is something you are ready to go to the grave with. Our second
lock in? It's
It's gotta
episode,
be Paco, bro.
It's gotta be Paco.
both agreeing.
Paco.
Is it Paco?
You got it,
You
you
got
got
it.
it.
There you go. There you go.
Wait, plays
His,
the trumpet?
yep.
He
Yep.
did.
And his great grandfather was the mayor of Chattanooga. Paco.
I don't think he's ever said that in
doesn't
class.
talk about
He
that.
does
Yeah.
not talk about that. It's so random.
Paco is like Chattanooga legacy, like right here. Like he.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But we really enjoyed, having you guys on the show,
Yeah.
Alex and Alex. This is definitely a first.
But
for sure.
just for one more question for the viewers, what's one piece of advice that you would give to someone deciding whether or not they should come to McCallie? Both being boarders, not having super long experiences here, 4 years, 3 years, but how McCallie has changed your life. What would you say?
Definitely. What you're gonna hear a lot is that the people you meet here, the friends that you make here, like, they're gonna be friends for life. And that is like, you might just brush that off in passing, but that is true. That is, I've definitely experienced that. Because you are all like living together in one giant community.
Yep.
Like the friends you make are your brothers for life, and I think that was one of the main reasons why I enjoy coming back to McCallie every single year. It's because I'm not just seeing like my best friends. I'm seeing my family. Like, and I will know the friends that I've met here for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's deep.
yeah.
Yeah. No, kind of go with Hyde. Like, a lot of people, they'll like come here with the idea, like, oh, I'm coming here to go to a good college, or I'm gonna come here because I want to be successful. You can do that like anywhere.
Yeah.
McCallie, like, you like might come for that, but you definitely stay for like the brotherhood. You stay because like McCallie gives you like so much space to do stuff. Like the road trip we did, like we would not have been able to do that anywhere else, and we wouldn't have wanted to do it with anyone else.
McCallie did help a
Yeah.
lot with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you come here, you should come here for the people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's a really big thing. McCallie's the place to be.
Absolutely.
Baylor. Especially with Baylor Week coming up.
Let's go blue.
Thank you guys for being
Absolutely. Alex and Alex.
on the show. Yeah. Alex is a common name.
And you guys are the first to have your own outro on the
Yeah,
show.
Yeah.
So
So send us out. Send us
let's
out
hear it.
here.
Was it 31 days,
19 states,
5 national parks,
but it's still
3 guys, 1 car.
That's fire.